And if you're one of the most dedicated Descendants fans, there's a possibility that you don't know the entire backstory of the popular Disney franchise, from connections to High School Musical to the shocking amount of time the creators needed to find the perfect actors, and even some of the actors changing their looks completely for their roles. Here are 50 facts you didn't know about the franchise. First movie in her career. Most of the Descendants cast were already established young actors, however, that wasn't the case with Sofia Carson. She became famous once she got cast as Evie in the franchise. In fact, Descendants was her debut film. Close friends, more like family. Unlike most co-stars who can't wait for the project to be over and never speak to each other again, this cast is pretty close in real life. Considering how much time they spent on set, they practically grew up together, so they're more like siblings. Handmade costumes. According to several reports made by the franchise's designers, every single costume used in the trilogy is handmade. That's how much attention to detail was put into the projects. Multiple talents. Every actor that was cast in the second film of the franchise knows how to act, dance, and sing. Kenny Ortega wanted a perfect musical. The director Kenny Ortega wanted the franchise to have the perfect music, so he spent a lot of time on this single element. He said to the composers that he wanted a hip-hop opera. What do you think of the outcome? Not a musical. Descendants is perhaps one of the best musical trilogies ever created in the history of Disney, but you'll be surprised to know that it wasn't originally created as a musical. The trilogy was supposed to be an action, adventure, and comedy all in one. Honoring Cameron Boyce. Disney did many things in order to honor the late star of the franchise, Cameron Boyce. For his character to get a conclusion, Disney decided to make an animated special, The Royal Wedding, a film where Carlos is mentioned several times. Already famous. While Sofia Carson launched her career with the first Descendants film, Cameron Boyce and Dove Cameron were both already famous as they had previously worked with Disney Channel. Long makeup process. It's no wonder that the cast needed to spend a lot of time in the makeup chair. Can you guess who spent the most time in that chair? Sofia Carson. More precisely, she spent 2.5 hours getting ready for the role. She wore a wig. Yes, Carson wore a wig throughout the entire franchise. The makeup team needed an hour to put the wig on her properly. A different hair color. Cameron Boyce needed to bleach his hair for the role of Carlos. A shocking number of costumes. You'll be surprised to know that over 1,500 costumes were made for the second film. BooBoo Stewart as Prince Ben. We can't imagine someone else playing the role of Prince Ben other than Mitchell Hope. But did you know that BooBoo Stewart was the first to audition for that role? Sofia Carson as Audrey. Sofia Carson initially auditioned for a different character. She first read for Audrey, Prince Ben's girlfriend, and daughter of Princess Aurora. Changes in choreography. The creators spent a lot of time in order to find the perfect cast. Once they did, Kenny Ortega wanted to make sure his project was perfect, so he was making changes in the film all the time, especially in choreographies. Ortega kept changing the choreography of Rotten to the core. A non-musical movie. Sofia Carson has no idea that she got into a musical. Ortega decided to make a musical after she got cast, so she was surprised when she discovered that she'll be one of the leads in a Disney musical film. High School Musical connections. Did you guys know that Kenny Ortega was also the director of Disney's High School Musical? Filming during a typhoon. If you thought filming the trilogy was easy, you're wrong. Aside from completely changing their looks, the cast needed to also live through some natural disasters. A musical number, Chillin' Like a Villain, was filmed during a typhoon. Finding the perfect Descendants. Seeing how perfectly cast the actors are in the franchise, you can only imagine how long it took Disney to find such a cast. It took a total of 5 months to cast the perfect Descendants. There's a big cliffhanger. Yep, we're talking about the cliffhanger that occurs at the end of The Royal Wedding, where we see an indication of a new Descendants film with Alice in Wonderland's relative as the protagonist. Dreams come true. Dove Cameron has revealed that Kristen Chenoweth has been her hero ever since forever. Her dream came true when she discovered that Kristen would play her mother in the movie. Dove had to wear a wing. Some cast members had to dye their hair, but Dove Cameron had to wear a wig. Wonder why? Well, the actress was filming Liv and Maddie at the same time as Descendants, so she wasn't allowed to dye her hair. Project Runway. A member of the reality TV show Project Runway created all costumes for the franchise. We're talking about the amazingly talented costume designer Kara Son. A female dog named? The famous dog named Dude in the film was actually a female. Filming location. The trilogy was filmed in Vancouver, Canada. A prequel. Did you guys know that Descendants has a prequel novel called The Isle of the Lost? The narrator, Sofia Carson, narrates the audiobook. Hatley Castle. The opening scene of the second movie was filmed at Hatley Castle, a castle in Victoria, Canada. Matching tattoos. The actors that play the pirates in the trilogy are really close in real life. China Anne McClain revealed that the actors who played the pirates got matching tattoos once they finished the second film. First film about villains' kids. Yes, this is the first time we see the kids of Maleficent, Jafar, Cruella de Vil, and the evil queen as the protagonists. Love on set. Dove Cameron fell in love while filming the trilogy. In an interview with Access in 2019, she said, "I don't think anyone will ever shape and change my life like Disney and Descendants has." Group chat. The cast of the film had a years-long group chat where they would constantly text each other. Heartbreaking goodbye. The last day of filming the franchise was especially difficult for the cast, Sofia Carson revealed to Access in April 2019. "Sofia and we laid down on our big musical set. On the bridge," Dove Cameron told Access, "and we held hands and we were like, let's just stay here until the crew kicks us out." And we did. The real message. Have you ever wondered what exactly the trilogy is about? What's the message behind it? According to the cast, the film is all about love, nothing else. Cameron Boyce initially wanted to be a dancer, not a sequel. According to BooBoo Stewart, the second film is not a sequel to the first, as this movie stands alone. As he says, it's his own thing. Green screen. There's no water in this scene, everything except for the boat is a green screen. Drawing inspiration. When writing this trilogy, Kenny Ortega drew inspiration from Hamilton, West Side Story, Peter Pan, Bob Fosse, and Michael Jackson, her own stunts. Dove did everything by herself. She says she didn't need a stunt double for the dangerous scenes. A big fan. China Anne McClain was a huge fan of the franchise, and according to her, it was surreal when she got cast in it. Fluent in French. Dove Cameron is fluent in French. An Emmy Award winner. In 2018, Dove won an Emmy Award for Outstanding Performer in a children's, preschool children's, or educational and informative program for her performance of the twins, Liv and Maddie. Major crush on Jack Skellington. When younger, she had an enormous crush on Jack Skellington, the famous character from The Nightmare Before Christmas. That Green Gentleman. When just 8 years old, Boyce appeared in the 2008 music video for the Panic at the Disco song, That Green Gentleman. General Hospital Night Shift. He also appeared in General Hospital Night Shift. The same shoe size? Well, here's a really interesting fact. All actresses from the second film wear the same shoe size. A trilogy without Sofia? Sofia Carson said she almost didn't appear in the franchise because she was busy with other projects at the time. She auditioned for the first film. Satisfying conclusion. According to some fans, the conclusion given in the royal wedding is not really satisfying and not what they hope to see. Do you guys agree? A continuation. There are rumors that a fifth film is in development. Different cast. The rumors suggest that the film will be a new beginning for the franchise with an entirely different cast. Do you think that's a good idea? Let us know. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. Thank you for watching.